Good evening, and we are live. And today we are doing live mediumship here on the Medium channel. So, how appropriate is that? And I see some people are in already, so welcome. If anybody's new, please feel free to say hi. And somebody actually leave a comment because I'm wondering if my comments, if my comment board isn't working this evening, and I kind of need that to work in order to do this. Okay, very good. It's working. Because that's how we're going to respond is through the comments on the live stream. So what I'm going to do an example of evidential mediumship. Hey, hello. Hope to have a great time connecting. Yes, now everybody's commenting. So there may be a little bit of a delay. We're coming into Mercury retrograde. There may be a few technical glitches. I have to tell you guys, this is not an easy format to work on a good day, but we've done this several times before. We've gotten some great messages through. I don't think today is going to be any exception. So tonight I'm going to dive right into the messages. We're going to have a little contest also. And I'm actually going to give away 2 free half-hour readings. Those are $80 values. So that's just my way of saying thank you. I'm asking Spirit to allow the people that win, the ones that really need it and may have a little bit of trouble paying. So we always try to pay it forward when we work with Spirit. It's sort of like a circle of love and a circle of light and a circle of energy. So we're going to get right into it. Then somewhere in the middle, I'm going to just stop the messages. We'll do the contest. Then we'll get back into the messages. So what I want to do first is explain how this works and how this works. Oh, yes, it's my birthday. Thank you. Well, it's my birthday on Friday, but I'm going to give you guys a birthday gift by giving, or I shouldn't say giving you messages, um, by what's the right word, delivering messages from the other side. I just have to show up as my best self and be open. Spirit does the rest. So the way this works on the live stream is I'm going to describe to the best of my ability the spirit that is coming in, try to be as specific as possible. Hopefully only one person will get it. Right now there's only about 25 people, and usually we have anywhere from 40 to 80 people, if not more. So we'll see if the numbers grow as the evening goes on. But I am hoping that I can be specific enough that one person takes it and not a whole bunch of people. But there is a piggybacking phenomena that if I'm getting specific information and there's another spirit that has similar information, they can ride that energy too. And then I can wind up actually doing a reading for one person, then another. So it can kind of bounce back around that way as well. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. So that's first and foremost. So there is a delay. I don't know what it is on StreamYard. I think it's about the same that it is on YouTube, depending on the day. I think it's about 10 seconds. So I'll describe what I get, and I'll see who responds. And if I'm getting a link, then I'll get more information and deliver the message and hopefully move on to the next person. So hopefully it'll be really clean and clear that way. Now, I'm working strictly with Spirit. A lot of people really desire to get messages from their loved ones. And a lot of people comment, please get a message for me. I can't do it that way. Firstly, it's not fair for everybody. And secondly, in a group this size and working virtually, I really have to tune into Spirit. They have to give me specifics that you can relate to. And as I'm getting the information, if you can take most of it or all of it, let me know. Even if you can't take everything, because sometimes things will come through that you're not aware of, that other family members may be. And also, I'm human. And the way this works is that spirit communication is an energetic communication. When we cross over, we lose our bodies, but we remain a spirit. Presently, we're spirits having human experiences. We have these very temporary bodies. When we cross over, we toss away the body, but we still exist as spirit. And the spirit world coexists with the physical world. It's just a different bandwidth of energy that the physical senses don't readily pick up on, but our psychic senses do. So to do this work, I have to quiet my mind and raise my vibration. They have to kind of lower theirs, and we meet somewhere in the middle. That's why we're mediums. And from there, the energy transmissions that they give me are able to activate my psychic senses, and I'll see things, I'll hear things, I'll sense things. And to the best of my ability, I'll be clear and precise with the information. But there is some interpretation, and I may not always get the right interpretation. And I do get names and initials. Be mindful of the living. Just because I get like the name Jane, it doesn't mean that that's the spirit's name coming through. It could be someone in the living who's important. It could be somebody that they're with. Sometimes I'll know, sometimes I won't. And everybody has an energetic signature, including spirits. Some, just like tuning the AM dial. Well, is AM even a thing anymore? Or the FM dial or whatever. Some signals come in very strong, some come in with a lot of static. So some spirits are able to come through much stronger than others. And we may see examples of what a very strong connection looks like compared to one that has a fair amount of static. Again, my job is just to open my heart, open my mind, and allow them to access me and to show up as my best self. That's the best way I can describe that. Then they share the information with me. I share it with you. Hopefully it makes sense. So I'll get things like names, initials, appearances sometimes, hobbies, how people cross, dates, numbers, ages, all that good stuff comes through. It's evidential. And once we have the link established, then sometimes we'll get a message, about yourself or other loved ones. So they may mention other people in the living. Again, my job is to get information. I won't always know what it means. So I may ask you if you understand this, or even if it means something to you or what it means. So I think those are the basics. Yes, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, please hit the like, and that way, maybe more people will get notified and can participate in this tonight. So I think we're ready to start. So I'm just going to say a little prayer. So, dear Mother, Father, God, we thank you for your presence as always, and ask that we are always safe and protected. And thank you for all of our blessings and keeping us safe in these crazy times. And we ask for upliftment, wisdom, and knowledge, and to be able to connect with those on the other side easily and clearly and safely, to bring through amazing messages tonight, messages of love, messages of joy, messages of healing. Amen, shalom, namaste, and aloha. And I need to talk about somebody whose birthday's around now also, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe yesterday. But I'm seeing boxes. I think I'm talking to somebody in the living that may like to drink wine or like to drink, because one of the gifts that's being shown is like a bottle of wine or Chianti or something like that. I know I've got a woman in spirit that's coming through around this. I know she's got dark hair when she was in the living, at least when she was younger. I know she's not tall, so I'm with a shorter woman, maybe 5 foot 5'2" or so. This feels like a mother or a mother figure, like mom or somebody that helped raise you, or you would see as a mother figure. I do feel like there's either the name Mary Ann or Marian. I feel like there's a Mary, but a longer name to that. And that's what I'm getting about that. Now, as she comes in, I'm seeing like things like Easter baskets. So I think that there's also a birthday anniversary. This may be around when the person passed, like the end of March or into April. For some reason, I want to go into April 2nd, or the number 2 comes in. So I think that this is important. I just flashed on the New York City subways, the F train. This may be like the initial F is important where I'm going, or there's a connection to New York City. I believe the F train runs along 6th Avenue and then goes into Queens. So there may be some relevancy with that. I do feel like there's a name like Robert or Rose, an RO name connected to this. So I'm going to just check to see. So Teresa, mom's birthday is September 26th. So if you understand the rest of this, I may be with you, Teresa. If not, I'm going to wait to see if anybody else gets this and answer the question of how do people get a reading. And my email, F Train, my mom, my Robert cousin. Okay, so I'm gonna, during the break when we do the contest, I'll give you the information about the email. It's at info@atombetweentheworlds.com for people that may want to get a private reading. So I may be with you, Teresa, Rose, and so I think that there's a Mary or whatever. And I feel like that this woman she's showing herself younger, I want to say. Now I don't know if you get that reference to the number 2. I think they're talking about April the 2nd, but there may be a reference to April or late March, the Christmas season, a reference to the number 2. That could be February also. And I feel like that there's a mother figure here. I feel like she's very nice. I feel like she's got one of her children with her. So I feel like Teresa, you would have at least one of your siblings on the other side also. And I feel like that they're all coming through together. And again, there's that MAR name, an MA name that's connected to that. So I do believe that I am with you. I know that there's a delay, and I want to get as many messages through as possible. I'm still seeing the Easter baskets. That's got to be significant. But Mom is just full of energy and full of life. And I feel like she tried to help you. And I feel like, and I'm not a doctor, so I won't diagnose or prescribe, but I feel like she's helping to smooth something out in your back. And that you may be a little bit bent over, I want to say, or having a little bit of trouble with hips or legs or walking, but I feel like she's there. And I don't know if you're aware of somebody that may have been involved in some kind of a cult, I want to say, but the word cult popped up in my mind, or had those involvements, somebody in the living or somebody on the other side. But I feel like that's something that your mom's talking about and is aware of also as well. Marie works as well, and June 2nd is my mom. Okay. Um, but in any regard, I do feel like this is for Teresa. I do feel like she's saying, just take some deep breaths. That you tend to be the go-to person in your family. Lots of like either nieces, nephews, children, lots of people that may look up to you, I want to say, but you get tired, I'm supposed to say. Sometimes you need your time and your space. So set your boundaries and be clear about that. But this mother energy, this could be a grandma that raised you, but she feels like a mom energy is with you. And she's just full of love, full of light. I feel like she has a very joyous personality when she was here. And I feel like that you may be getting into a little bit more in the way of exercise, I want to say. And I'm going to leave that with you with a lot of love and light. Yes, I'm the only one alive. Okay, so she has a few of your siblings and relatives. So lots of love to you as well. And as I'm putting my hand up, she's placing a pen in it and writing. And I don't know if you've been a little forgetful, but I feel like she's saying to write things down, or maybe to write some memoirs. And as I'm talking about that, I'm almost getting this image like I don't know if you or somebody in the family was at like a little B&B recently or a place, but they had these little guest books, and you write a little note to the host like, thank you for the visit. So I feel like she's showing me that. And then she's showing me a lighthouse. So to me, that's usually around the ocean, around a cape. That's kind of a personal symbol they show me. Could be Cape Cod or Cape May or Montauk, but something like that. So there may be a trip around that. I feel like this is all for Teresa, but if somebody else is understanding this and jumps in, great, so much the better. Okay, so moving right along. So a couple of you missed the intro. The way that this works, or the way that I work, it's spirit centered. So the spirits will come to me. I'll give the information, see who I'm with. And so I can't go individually. It's not fair, for the 41 people that are here, the other 40 people that are here. Plus, on this format, I just couldn't do it that way. It would just be too time consuming. I'm going to go back to, I wrote something down, and I need to find the person that understands somebody that may be in prison or jail, or maybe a prison guard, I want to say. They can take the name Mike also, either in the living or on the other side. As I go into this energy, I feel like that there's a gentleman that comes through. I feel like he's fairly burly. I want to say, yeah, maybe a biker because he has that kind of a persona. And I'm feeling something about a head trauma. I want to say, I wonder if that Mike is really like bike, like a motorcycle. I want to say, but the name Michael may fit in as well. And I'm wondering, if all of a sudden the military helicopters outside is just a synchronicity that I'm with a military person or military family also, as well. And this may be like connected to a son figure or nephew, or you may know the person's mom. I feel like they passed suddenly. It may be in a motorcycle accident, and Sean is saying my cousin was, but not Mike. So names could be who they're with or who's here in the living. It's not necessarily their names. And somebody's saying yes, my best friend Michael. So I don't know if he was in prison or is in prison, or if anything else that I'm saying. Prison guard, I can definitely take that. So I think that I'm with you. The energy feels right. I want to say as well, and I feel like and I'm assuming Michael's the person in spirit that crossed over. I want to say as well. I feel like maybe in the living, but I feel like I want to say hi to a son or a son figure, and so both of you listen, Sean and Centaur CMT, both listen. I may be able to weed one of you out. I want to say as well, but I feel more drawn to, I'll just say Centaur because I don't know your name. But Sean, also listen. So let me just relax my body a second. So let me just see what else. So I feel like the person coming through, and again, I think this is your message for Centaur. I feel like he's saying, keep your cool. Um, so I don't know if you've been under a lot of stress or people have been really difficult, but I feel like he helps you to keep your cool. And that's the best way you're going to move through a difficult situation, I want to say as well. There may be a brother or husband, a male figure in the living that's a little bit difficult, I want to say. But I feel like this is a lovely spirit, and he kind of brings his energy a little bit older. So I don't know if he was a little bit older than you, but he brings his energy a little bit above. But I feel like somebody older stepped through. I'm gonna say also, and he's showing me birds. That could be a symbol of the other side or from the other side. That you think about the person and birds come in my mind, it looks like pigeons. There may be a connection to one of the cities or one of the bigger towns, I want to say. Yes, all there's it's awesome, but I feel like he's with you a lot. It's almost like an older brother to maybe like an uncle father figure. I feel like he can be very funny also, and I don't feel like he's a drug necessarily, but I feel like on those occasions that he gets a lot of drinks in him, watch out. I want to say. So I think he can be a bit of a handful, but I love his energy. I feel like this is the guy that's going to give you the fair shake, especially as a prison guard. Like he's going to listen to what the prisoners have to say, not just dismiss them. And I feel like he wasn't always the most popular amongst his peers because he would be truthful. He would say it like it is. And I feel like he's saying, that with discernment, that's the best policy. And I feel like he wants you to do that. And I feel like he's talking about finishing your book or somebody in the living finishing their book. So I hope you understand this. And I'm going to leave that with you with a lot of love and light. And if you do get what I'm saying, definitely leave me a note as well. Okay, so I think we're gonna move on to the next. Angels above, yes, thank you. Okay, so again, I'm working strictly spirit centered. I can't. Now we're up to 47 people, so I can't just answer every question that comes up. I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to do one or two more, then we're going to go right. Okay. Maybe the biker person is different than Centaur's Michael, but if so, that person is back. I have to say, And I think it's connected to that energy. I think it's been the same energy. And I feel like there would have been probably a motorcycle accident or an auto accident. Because I feel like I'm feeling like the pressure in the head. So if you understand that, I feel like that would be important also. So I'm gonna see if we can move on. So I know the name Elaine or Ellen, but I think the name Elaine is going to be relevant. And as I move into this energy and being aware of an older lady in spirit, this may be a grandmother figure to you, a great aunt. Names could be in the living or who they're with. I feel like that there's a May birthday. I want to put that on the 11th, so maybe May 11th is an important date, or May and the number 11, like November being important. But I feel like that's all relevant. And as the person comes in, I feel like she had significant chest issues near the end, very hard time breathing. I feel like I'm with somebody that really likes to remember the birthdays, and she may have a bit of an artistic touch, or may have actually made her own card or designed some of her own cards. Because I'm kind of seeing that image, I want to say as well. And I feel like she's very lovely, um, and a very kind woman, I want to say. And I feel like I want to acknowledge two girls in the living. So it may be one of the women on and your sister that I want to acknowledge, or the person on has two children. I do feel like there's also a reference. Elaine Clark could be, if you understand the rest of this. Um, I've never been to Chesterfield. I go to Lilydale all the time. I've never been to Chesterfield. This may be a different connection, but I have to also acknowledge the name. I think it's the name Gail Sweeney, or a name that sounds like that, or the name Gail means something. There's a surname that sounds like Sweeney or Sweetie or something like that. Um, but I'm gonna, if anybody gets that, I'll leave that way. May 11th, my little sis Peachy passed away. Hold on to that, Susie. Hold on to that. And Robin Lung, I helped her for a week before she passed. Okay, this feels like you, and I feel like she's very appreciative, very grateful. I'm gonna say it feels to me like she's got um, a bit of an artist touch, I want to say. And there's something really about really fine tuning your life right now. And I feel like this woman, she's, again, she's very mother like to me, to you, I want to say, but that's how she feels to me. And, um, and I feel like she's really trying to assist you in clearing a lot of negative energy, like maybe some bad habits or something like that, or, well, I shouldn't say bad habits, but unfavorable habits for your development of your own skills and your own mediumship, I want to say as well. I feel like this person has been like either on TV, I want to say, or has had like a lot of like photos taken. Could I get that image in my mind? And I feel like she's very happy to be able to influence a lot of people when she was here in the living. I feel like she's saying she's a little bit dyslexic also. Um, so may have had a few of those types of issues, but not nothing major or anything like that as well. And I feel like this is somebody that likes to fix things. So I feel like she's just saying you're trying too hard, um, and making mountains out of molehills is sort of the reference that she's giving me. Just take it one day at a time, one step at a time. When problems come up, instead of reacting, try to breathe and just let go. And then you're going to be able to deal with the challenges a lot more easily, I want to say as well. I feel like she's not the only person that you help to cross over, I have to say, and that you're very good that way. And she flashes the number 7, and I almost get this as a timing element. So I don't know if she passed like 7 years ago or 7 months ago, or if July is important, but I feel like she's showing me that. And I feel like she's saying that you've got this, girl. You got it. Just trust yourself. Don't let the naysayers, don't let the doubters compromise your ability or what you know about yourself. It does not matter what other people think about you. Breathe and be in your own space. And there's a lot of shadow work that's going to happen in order for you to really feel comfortable in your own skin, and comfortable or being confident in expressing your abilities to the world. And she's showing me angels and saying you naturally channel the angels. Don't doubt yourself. So this is for Robin. Okay. This book is a okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's what you talk about, writing your book. So you're very welcome. So let me do one more. I promised we'd have a little contest too, so I'll take a little bit break. My movie. Okay. She's aware of your movie then. Excellent. Are you still connected to the person in the motorcycle accident? Perhaps. Could I feel like he's a lot of fun, and I'm still feeling in my head, and I feel like the motorcycle person really has that kind of a motorcycle persona, I want to say. So I think he had the leather jackets. Yeah, maybe, I don't know if he was burly, if he's just showing me that persona, but I feel like he's funny as heck. I want to say as well, and um, so I definitely feel like I'm supposed to acknowledge that and say hi. Yeah, if any names come through, I'll definitely let you know. But as I'm talking, there's a J name. I don't know if it's George or Joe or J, but there's a J, like a J sounding name. Names or initials could be who they are, who they're with, or who's here in the living. So lots of love from him. Yeah, I don't know if this is like a friend to you or a cousin, but he's got a sense of humor, and I feel like he keeps you entertaining and keeps you hopping, I want to say as well. I feel like I'm supposed to say congratulations on the new job or new opportunity and go for it. So that could be for you, whoever I'm talking to, or somebody super, super, super close to you. And so I'm going to leave that with you as well. So grandfather's George. This would be that would be connected to Lauren, the person with the motorcycle person. So that, or unless it was Aaron, that would be connected to you. I think it was Aaron actually. So you should understand that either that's his name or initial, or it's very, very connected to him. So, all right. So a female of youngish years steps through also, that definitely had some extra weight to her, I want to say. So this is a fairly large, body, I have to say, as she steps in. And I do feel like I feel like she's saying, candy, like the word candy came in. So I think that might have been her weakness. And I don't know if this would be like a daughter figure, or a cousin, or a niece. Um, but there's a couple of younger people that just stepped in at the same time. And I feel like the name Rose, or maybe Ruth, there's an R name connected to her, different Rose than what I was picking up on earlier. That could be someone she's with, or somebody in the living. Nam, Nam. For some reason, like a name like Nam comes up in my mind. I don't know what that means, but that word came up in my mind, and I think that that's somehow relevant or somehow connected into this, or connected into this energy, I want to say, are the same. Very good. Those is my sister living. Okay. So I may be coming back to you, Susan, I want to say. Um, but I don't know if there's somebody that you can reference that had yeah, that was quite on the heavier side. I do believe this is connected to somebody that passed though. So I don't know if that makes sense or not. I all of a sudden, as I'm talking, I'm seeing schools. So there may be a reference to either you being a teacher, or the person coming through being a teacher, I want to say, or works in a school. But I feel like that would be important, or around this as well. Your Aunt Ginny was hefty, so maybe picking up on your aunt's energy, I want to say. And Teresa's cousin Angie has, so could be either of them. But again, there's a lot of candy. There's a lot of breathing issues. I think there's those types of issues that come around when people are a little bit overweight. I want to say, but I feel like that she's with you. Um, and I feel like firstly, I feel like whoever I'm with, I think this is Susie, but my mom is an art professor. Okay, that I say I think this is with Susie. I don't know if you'd be aware of um, um, of somebody that's closing on a house or selling a house, but I feel like I'm being acknowledged that or being shown that. And I feel like the person in spirit is aware of that. So if that's you or one of your kids or somebody close to you, I feel like I'm supposed to mention that and acknowledge that as well. Now, I also get the feeling a couple of things. I feel like father figures in spirit. I feel like he would have been in the military. I feel like he would have learned a lot about things like ammunition. So either he was in the army or was trained for infantry, I want to say, as well. I feel like this is somebody that knew a lot about weapons as he steps through. I think this is the same family, but I could be mistaken. I don't know before. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, buying a place, living with me for a while. Okay, so it could be your person came back, Robin, to acknowledge that as well. It says, and she's selling a house. Okay, Army Air Corps. Thank you. So I think your dad just broke through to say hello. This feels warm to me, and but let me see what Susie's saying. Was a surgeon in the Korean War? No, this isn't a surgeon. This is definitely somebody that knows a lot about weapons. I have to say. Um, and so in any event. I think this is Robin's dad's way of saying hi. Army Air Corps. That feels right to me. I think he had to train, with a lot of that. You are most welcome. So let's do a contest. I need something to write on. So this is going to be really simple. I'm going to just um so the person, I don't know your name, Lotus. I cannot work this way. So if the people come through and acknowledge that, I'll definitely answer that. So um let me just do this. So and also all right. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I can let that go. So a couple of things that I wanted to share that are coming up. I do believe Friday morning. It'll probably be early if I do this because it's also my birthday, and if it's nice out, I'm gonna go out hiking. Um, I'm gonna do a short live stream on the channel, really about heart mind coherence and how that relates to spiritual safety and psychic self defense. If anybody knows the Heart Math Institute or knows of Joe Dispenza's work or Greg Braden for that matter, you've heard of heart brain coherence. And I'm going to teach that on Friday morning as a live stream and how you can apply that to staying spiritually safe. It's Spiritual Safety and Psychic Self Defense Month. On Saturday, I'm going to share. This is going to be actually on Patreon. That's my membership program, the Spirit Mind Family. But I'm going to share my day, like what I do from the moment I wake up. And I've never shared this before in public. So the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, what I do to stay spiritually safe, to be able to be a professional medium, to be under a lot of scrutiny and a lot of negativity, because there's a lot of people out there that believe what I do is fraudulent work, and and there's other people that are very jealous of my abilities. So that, and I'm gaining a lot of traction on YouTube now, and I feel a lot of energy from people, a lot of energy directed at me, and we're also in an awakening, and during this awakening, people are going nuts and people are very scared. And there's a system of programming through the forces or the powers that be that are trying to sabotage the awakening in order for them to maintain control. So there's a lot going on. to stay safe, and this is not fear-based, by the way. There's no fear here. There's only love. There's only joy. There's only empowerment. The bottom line is, if you are aligned to who you are as spirit, you are safe and protected, bottom line. But we're all energetic beings. We're all connected. We cannot help but to feel other people. We cannot help but to be somewhat affected by people's energies because we're all connected. So I am going to share, this is on Patreon. It's called the Spirit Mind Family. You can get more information. It's a membership program, but it's only $5 a month. And I do live streams there that I don't share anywhere else. It's private, so I can say things that may get my videos taken down here. So I talk very candidly about what I believe is going on in the society and what we need to do to stay safe. And I'm going to share with you what I do from morning till night in order to stay safe, to stay empowered, and to be able to do the work that I'm doing and to keep my vibrations high, like every moment of the day. So again, that's on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Spirit Mind Family. Check it out. If you resonate with it, feel free to join the family. That's my inner core group. And yes, I'll talk a little bit about sea salt also. Yes, white bubbles, all that stuff. So how do we sign up? Let me type this in for you guys. And if you go right here, you can see, you can get a feel for it. It's not secret, it's Spirit Mind Family. So I think I got that right. So that's how you get that. Now one of the things I'm going to give away besides the readings is anybody that's on this broadcast and you want to do a private reading, you'll get 10% off. Is my way of saying thank you for supporting me here on the channel. That's it. So that's my email also. And if any, for the two that win the contest, that's where you contact to claim your prize. So so you have those information or anything else about that? Yeah. So again, this is personal stuff. I'm just not going to share it with the public. And Patreon's very private, so I'm going to share everything that I do. And I've been growing. I've been thriving. I'm pretty much the happiest person that I know. And my spiritual path as a medium is 24/7. So this is all part of my spiritual training. So if you want to check in with a day in the life and see how that may apply to you, so you can upgrade your spiritual game and feel more safe and protected in a world that's gone crazy, especially if you're empathic and feel things, you definitely may want to check that out. All right, so what else is on the list? Tuesday, a week from today, you guys know Susan, the spicy psychic from Long Island? Well, she's going to be working with me on Zoom. So if you want to get more information on that, it's on my website. I might as well post that also. So world. I might as well take you right to the event page and scroll down. You'll get more information on that event. That's going to be 7 o'clock next Tuesday. Susan and I will take turns delivering messages. So that's coming up as well. I think that's it. I think those are all my announcements. If I think of something else, I'll definitely share that with you. But those are the big ones. This Thursday, I'm doing a video about how you can know if somebody's thinking about you. So the person that keeps asking about Jessie, I think, if she's thinking about you, we're doing a whole video on that. And it's going to be uploaded at 5 o'clock on Thursday. So that's engaging your psychic abilities. And October is Spirit Communication Month here on the channel, as well as at Spirit Mind Family. Again, that's my membership program. This month is Spiritual Safety Month. So next month, everything that I share, exclusive videos, exclusive meditations, live events, everything that we share is going to be about learning how to connect with your loved ones and guides in the spirit world, and how to get messages for yourself. So that's what's going on with that. All right. I am thinking of a number. I'm thinking of two numbers, actually, between 1 and 25. And the first one that I see that gets those numbers wins. So it's two numbers. They're both between 1 and 25. So now I'm going to know how long the delay is, because I know you got, and you can guess as much as you want. All right. I'm going to put my glasses in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't keep up with you. Robin 24 is 1. So Robin's winner number 1. Please, one number at a time. You can do it more than once. So one number at a time, or you can do 2. I don't care. Yeah, 24 is right. Oh, Lauren, you got the second one. 9 is the second one. So it's Lauren and Robin. You get the free half-hour readings. And congratulations, everybody. And everybody else that didn't get that and you want to do a private reading, we will reduce it 10% for you with my love and gratitude. So let's see if we can get a few more messages. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more, shall we say, succinct with the information, because it's been a little bit hard the way we've been working so far. I mean, the messages have been very good. Oh, somebody's here, somebody that wore a lot of lipstick, I want to say, and she would be a tallish lady, I want to say. And the style makes me think of somebody that may have been, in her prime in the 50s or 60s, I want to say. No, later than the late 40s, I want to say. And I feel like, I don't know what name, but the letter G comes up in my mind. Now, names or initials could be who they're with us, who here in the living, mind you. And I feel like there's some importance to like a photo album or a yearbook. And I feel like the person that I'm going to may just been looking at some pictures in an album, or making some rearrangements. I feel like I want to acknowledge, I don't know, 2 brothers, I want to say. And again, I'm seeing a lighthouse. So I think there's a reference to being around the beach or the water. It feels kind of New Englandish, Long Islandish, maybe the Jersey Shore, but I feel like it's connecting that area. Nobody got my Gail and my Sweeney earlier. Gail and Sweeney, or a name like that. So I think that somehow that there's some connections here with that. Yeah, that could be in the living, but if somebody gets that, definitely let me know. I'm not sure about Dorothy, but if you can take most of this, this may be for you. So let me see if I can get a little bit more. But yes, I feel like in life, I'd always have like a little pocketbook, always have like a makeup case, I want to say as well. Now, where I'm going, I feel like there's a little boy in spirit also. And I also feel like the name John or the name Jean, I feel like there's a name like that that's connected. Cape Cod would definitely fit what I'm getting. So I don't know if any of the other stuff makes sense to you, but that would definitely be that. And tomorrow, I'm not sure. In the lane. Okay, I don't know if I'm with you at this time, Robin, to be quite honest. Main name in my book. I mean, it could be, but if you understand that the spirit person, she'd be helping you with that, I want to say as well. Um, I feel like you're saying it's good to be open, or those words are coming up. So I feel like whoever I'm with, she's helping you to open up more, I want to say. So I'm supposed to leave that with you, and that you tend to be very clairvoyant, or have that ability to see into the spirit world, I want to say. So I'm supposed to leave that with you. And this may be so. Virginia or Nana. See, I feel a little bit more warm with Susie, but everybody that may be getting this, definitely listen in, I want to say. But I see her, she's thinner, she may have been about 5'6", 5'8", which would be fairly tall in her generation. I feel like he's showing what I feel like a young child passed also. There'll be references in the family. And I don't think it's a baby, but I feel like a young child. Yeah, the age might be around 4, 5, 6, maybe a little younger. I feel like it's a boy that has blonde hair. And if anybody understands this, it's maybe a little bit before your time, but there'd be some knowledge of that in the family, I want to say. So I'm going to leave that with whoever that's for. So that could be you, Susie. I want to say going to Vermont, but I feel like somebody's husband, partner, maybe wife, significant other is here. This would definitely be a gentleman. He would say he's definitely like I like his energy because I feel like he's thanking me. I feel like there's an E name connection. I don't know if that's Eric or Ed or Aaron, but I feel like there's an E name connected to him. He's definitely here. I feel like the month of June is important. I want to say I want to go the 13th. So maybe a reference either June 13th with him or in the family, or reference with that June having one meaning and the 13th day of a different month could have another meaning. I feel like that's all relevant. I feel like there's also a father energy that's here. So I feel like there's a father energy and a husband energy that come through together. And maybe it may be the husband or significant other's father if you were married. I feel I'm with a fairly, a pretty good looking man, I have to say, tallish, not heavy, short hair, nice smile, I want to say. And I feel I feel like this was cancer or something progressed in the body, but he's saying it took him out quickly. It was not a long drawn out path. I do feel like there is also reference to being around water a lot, swimming, maybe scuba diving. There may even be like a trip with that. And I feel like somebody would have played golf also because I just got the image of a golf course. Maybe the person coming through himself, I want to say. But I feel like there's kind of a group of people. And I feel like there's a G name. I don't know if that's Greg or George, but I feel like there's a name like that that ties in somehow. So, and Edward was her hubby. Okay. So I'm going to come to you, Sean. Dorothy and Edward may be coming through together. Could I definitely get husband, especially if you can take the rest of that. And Lauren's saying that her dad's name is Edward. So let me see if I can get some more information. But I feel like the person that I'm with, um, he had lung cancer. Okay, 'cause I feel like he's saying the cancer took him out quickly. Um, and and I definitely feel like this is the husband. So you're talking a lot about Dorothy, so that may be his husband. So I don't know what the relationship is with you, but I feel like I'm supposed to say hi, and I feel warm that I'm with you at this time. Now, a couple of things. One, trust your intuition. Again, June, maybe January, but I think the month June, one of the J months, the number 13's got to have a meaning. Sometimes when I get a specific date, I'm one day off. So if I'm getting June 13th, that could be 12th, 13th, or 14th. But it's got to have a meaning where I am, either in the living or it's the reference to the person on the other side as well. So they're your grandparents, but I definitely feel like they're here and they're with you now. I don't know, for Sean, if you tend to have like your hands in a lot of baskets, so to speak. So Ed was in January. Um, I still think the 13th, the number 13 is relevant, but um and yeah, and he's kind of making a joke about that. April was her birthday. Yeah, that's still not 13 though. My father died on the 14th, Edward of cancer. All right, okay. June 13th, January 13th. There's something to that. And not to harp on it, but let me see if I can get this energy through. So Edward is here. He's breathing just fine. I like his energy. I don't know if he was handy and taught you a thing or two about tools or fixing things, but in my mind, I get this image of building something or making something that's wooden, that's small. I don't know if it's like a little music box or a little birdhouse, I want to say, but I feel like there's some reference to doing stuff like that, and I feel like again, there's a sense of like movement or change. I feel like I don't know if you or somebody drives a little bit crazy sometimes. I feel like he's saying slow down, stay in your lane. That could be a metaphor for life also. Now, I may be switching, may be still with you, but there's a name like Regina or Reggie or Reginald, but there's a name like that that I'm supposed to mention. I may switch to another energy, but there's a name like that. I feel like there's also a gentleman that comes through around that had anger issues, I want to say, who drank. So this may be somebody that when they drank, they got angry. It was a little bit of a mean drunk, I want to say, as well. Um, there's also a feeling of a name like Larry or Harry, but or name that rhymes with that. But I think that that's all connected in that. And I feel like I'm referencing, like, I want to say collecting junk, and I don't know if these are like old cars or car parts or stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of junk. I want to say like on the lawn in the highway. Randy, Larry, Randy could be. Oh, and that's my dad. Okay. But can relate to the, yeah, yeah. I pulled off your energy, Sean. That's why I said that boats in a bottle. Interesting. Um, but I think the last contact I went with another one. So Harry's my dad. This is my dad collects. Okay, so I may have a couple of the dads here. I don't know what your dad collects, but okay. Your parents' house is cluttered. Thank you. Yeah, this feels like Aaron. Thank you. I think I figured that out. Um, so hi from Dad. He's not that way anymore, just to let you know. And Nicole may be able to take this. And you and Sean's dad is still here. Thank you. Um, okay. I believe it's Randy, Reggie Randy. I could be a little bit off on a name like that, Randy, Reggie. Yeah. So that would be his way of saying hi to your brother. So thank you for that. And again, I think that message for you about whatever I was saying about the clutter. So anything else for Aaron? Um, Okay. I think we got that. Um, I just moved into another energy, and I feel like I'm making pastries, I want to say. And it's kind of like I'm putting like a gentle frosting on them. They almost look like croissant shaped pastries, I want to say, as well. And fryer I don't know I don't know if that's the name, but the word fryer pops up in my mind. Or Um, let me just clear my mind. And where I'm going, there are cats, and one of the cats that's being shown to me was the predominance of black with some white, almost like Felix the cat kind of a look, I want to say. And um, so so I think this is all tied in. So I have to. I think there's a name like Calvin. I want to say. I'm sorry if I'm jumping a little bit all over the place. I mean, that could be in the living, but this one, I'm pretty sure Calvin is connected to this energy. Um, so, okay, so this feels like Madison. So I'm gonna work with you if I may for a second. Um, I feel like your grandmother is with you a lot, I want to say, and and I feel like she would have hung out with you even as an adult, I want to say. Um, and I get the sense of being in a kitchen environment that is fairly small, and it has kind of almost like a bluish green, like a teal to green, like color to it, or at least I'm being shown that. I don't know if that's her kitchen your kitchen, to be quite honest. Um, but I do feel like I'm with somebody that got pretty old and frail, although I don't think she was super old when she passed, because the number 78 popped up in my mind, which I could be dyslexic. So I think they may have been in passing 78 or maybe 87, even, or around that. But I definitely feel like I've got um, like a lot of cookbooks around me also as well. And I feel she would say things like the cup's half full, or to be optimistic, or to see on the bright side, I want to say, or things to that effect. And I don't know, this for Madison, if you're working through like some kind of like either separation or endings of friendships or stuff like that. But I feel like she's on guard, and I feel like she's saying to stand your ground. So there may be a little bit of an interpersonal thing that you're dealing with. And cooking, had a lot of recipes. Yeah, I'm just saying her late 70s. Yeah, 78. Yeah, that feels right. Yeah, and that's okay. I'm just seeing, if Madison can take those colors for a kitchen. I mean, if I'm mistaken, I apologize, but that definitely came in. And uh, yeah, as a metaphor, that'd be very calming and peaceful. So sometimes they do it that way. But I feel like he's helping you or somebody really, really close in your energy. Um, yeah, through some issues that, again, maybe parting of the ways, I want to say. And just I feel like she's just helping you to stay grounded. And it also looks like there's like either a yellow lab, I want to say, or a dog that's a little bit bigger with that kind of color, I want to say, lightish in color, that I think's connected to the family. I feel like she gives you a lot of credit for being very mentally strong. Um, and I feel like he's saying that you're very accurate with the things that you say or believe and stuff like that. And she just popped the number 14 in my mind. So that this all resonates good. So she's here to help you through, I want to say. She's like a best friend as well as a grandmother. And I feel like that she knows that you miss your best friend, but all's going to be good. The idea is everything's changing in your world now, and you just have to stand your ground, that you're very mentally strong. You know how to say no. You know how to hold your ground. And I feel like you may be experimenting with some new recipes that may involve like either oranges or peeling orange rind or lemon rind in a frosting, I want to say. And I feel like she's saying that kind of gives it its flavor, or it's almost like the word, it's machismo. This is the word that comes up in my mind, or its edge. So I feel like she really works with you in your cooking. I don't know if you're still doing that, but oh, interesting. I don't know if your grandma wound up having like a trach, I want to say, or problems talking, or with the thyroid, but she's showing me a lot of energy in this part of my body, but no more. And I feel like she's a talkative but not a loud person. And I feel like she would just prefer to just be with family or good friends and just hang out, I want to say. So um and I feel like you're saying that you really bust your ass in life, and make sure that you take a little bit of time for yourself and write down your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, I'm going to say as well. And I don't know if she would even read like books like Humpty Dumpty, but I swear I just got an image of Humpty Dumpty falling off of the wall. So I'm going to leave that with you. That may be like a little fond childhood memory of your grandmother. Okay, so she's aware of that. So she's she's guiding you, she's helping you. So let me see if we can do a couple of more connections. Let me just clear my mind. And I know it as I come in, a younger male energy comes through for me. I want to put this more on my level. So this would be like a brother, husband, friend. I don't think this is a husband figure. I think this may be a brother, a close friend. This feels like a drug related passing to me, I have to say, like an overdose, opiates. But I feel like with him or in the family, there would have been a fair amount of drinking. I'm wondering if Madison, if you could take this also, because I feel like I got pulled back into yours. Oh, you're welcome, Madison. I'm glad that that resonates. Um, but in any regard, I feel like somebody's really good friend. Let's say coming through, and I don't know why, but I get this image of like this the silver shower. I want to say that has like an older look. I don't know if it's something about cleansing or clearing. I may be working partly with Madison and with this other spirit. I want to say. Um, so I definitely feel like this younger person is here. So let me see if I can get a little bit more. I feel friendly, but I feel kind of quiet. I want to say so. I don't feel like I'm with a loud person. I feel like there was a lot of depression in life too. This may have been like there was drug use and the person took their life, or an opiate type passing. I'm not sure which, but I know that who I'm with had those issues. I do get a reference either the name Charlie, I want to say, which could be a code name for Vietnam also, but I think that would be relevant in the person's family, not necessarily for him. So, and I think there's a D name connected as well. Um, um, So it's a son, not a brother or a friend. If you can take the rest of this, I may be with you. He was quiet. I think you're saying that. Um, it's interesting that he made me feel like he was on your level, and I think it's kind of his way of coming through more like a friend than a son. I want to say, or more emphasizing the friendship and that relationship. I want to say as well. I don't know if you are moving or if you've moved recently, but I feel like I'm gathering a lot of stuff and kind of packing a bit, a little bit. Um, Yes, his bro is Donnie. That's the D name. Okay, thank you. So that gives me a feeling of like to say hi to Donnie also as well. I feel like he's very charming too. Yeah, yeah. That's why I have certain guidelines that I work with spirit, but when I'm mistaken, sometimes that's the message also. So is July important? The month of July just popped in, and I heard that. So I don't know whose birthday or passing or why that's important. I feel like I want to go maybe closer to the 24th, I want to say. Um, so you understand that? Good. It's very. And I feel like he's still with you, and I feel like he'll move things or make noise or get your attention. I want to say also, you may even hear breathing or something when nobody's there. Pay attention. He just showed me the image of a beautiful heart. That's his way of expressing his love. And he's putting it on your heart. And I don't know if you wear something around your heart, whether it's like ashes or hair or something that's of your son, but he's placing something like that on the heart. I just have to say that. I hope you understand it because I feel like he's making a point to that as well. Um, and if you're on the 23rd, okay, thank you. Yeah, your birthday's important, so it's the 23rd, not the 24th. But I feel like he's aware of that. So if you understand that, that's just his way of saying that I'm with you. I know that there's not a day. I mean, I lost my brother when my mom was still alive. I know there's not a day that you don't talk to him or think about him. And I feel like he's saying tears are healthy. You know, that's a good thing, and he's always there to catch your tears. He's using that expression, I want to say, and I feel like he's saying he knows that he had a little falling out from life. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with dad. This was just his issues that he couldn't help himself. And I feel like he's saying, please, no guilt, no shame. You know, we need to heal this because, you know, I don't know why. I just saw the word Caesar. I don't know if he was a Caesarian or somebody actually has the name Caesar or Caesar. But if you can take that or something like that, um, then then um, then that would be really cool. But he's with you, so that's what I'm trying to say. He's here to catch the tears, and yeah, I feel like saying that. Now I don't know if your son, I'm still with you, is musical, but I feel like there's a reference, and I'm seeing keyboards, almost like an organ or keyboards. I don't know if that means anything. If not, I may be moving onto a different energy, but that could be in the family. And then I'm seeing a rose, so that's his way of expressing his love. And I just feel like he's around. And I don't know if you've been kind of in the dirt lately, like either digging things up in the garden or what that means, but he's showing me that energy, and then he shows me flowers again. So I feel like I'm supposed to mention that and say that. So hopefully you get that. If you do, please let us know. If not, I may have somewhere flipped into somebody's energy, but I don't think so. So but the part of about really like and this may be more, I don't know if his dad is somewhere else besides where you are, but I feel like this would be more to that. The other thing is I just got this image of sitting in church too, and kind of going to the church and nobody's there, maybe a couple of people, and I'm just kind of sitting in one of the rows and saying my prayers, or maybe looking at the altar candles. So I still think that I'm with Manic Mama. Um, so I don't know if that makes sense, but if not for you, if you can find out who may have been in a church recently, or if you spend a lot of time after he passed, um, it's just a way of saying that I'm aware of that, and that I get that. Oh, no, that's a different person. Okay, sorry, Dana. No, this would be for Manic Mama. This would be somehow connected into that energy as well. And again, something with music, and I'm getting singing now also. It may not literally be keyboard, or something about music being musical, really gravitating towards music, and um, and lots of love. So let's see if I can get another one. His granny was okay. So that's his way of saying hi to his grandma. Thank you for taking that. Okay. Um, he's just kind of saying my pleasure. It's like I feel like he's really happy that he was able to get my attention. And know that you've been growing a lot too, and that he's been growing on the other side as well. Like he's not stuck in any kind of negative energy or fire or brimstones or any of that stuff. Like he took a lot of his lessons with him, and he's proud to say that he's growing and graduating. And the way that he comes through is different. And I don't know if he was taller physically, but he's all of a sudden I got this image of being thin and tall. And it may just be sort of a reference of him saying that I'm ascending, but I definitely got that image. Unless his brother has that kind of look, that may be his way of saying hi to him also. See if I can get one more. Oh, um, something about still with Manic Mama, something about a business. And I don't know if you have your own business or if there's some thought about starting it, but there's a lot of encouragement. Again, if that's not for you, it would be somebody that would be very close and important in the family that you would understand, and that he would have a connection with. But I feel like there's encouragement in moving forward in that, and that he's going to be helping. So good. I'm glad that makes sense. Thank you. um, okay. And I don't know. No, I'm just also seeing potluck in my mind, and there may be just something that you go to or that you had that's like a potluck dinner or that kind of a thing. So I'm supposed to pass that on also. And again, he's with you. He's very aware. So I'm going to leave that with you with a lot of love. So who else? Okay, this man got my attention. So he's the winner. He's right over here. Not terribly tall. Either he was bald or he chose to keep his hair short. I feel like this is somebody that may have worked around construction, heavy building, and I feel like there was either exposure to asbestos, I want to say, um, or cancer related to exposure to chemicals. I'm not sure the relationship, although I have to say where I'm going, the name Brian or maybe Ryan is going to be relevant. Either that's the person's name that's coming through or that's relevant in the family. I think there's another connection to school teacher, or administrator in the school setting in the family. And I feel like whoever I'm with just lathered butter or mayonnaise on pretty much everything, I want to say. So I think that he had a love for that kind of food that's not necessarily the healthiest, I'm gonna say as well. But I feel like this is somebody that's very proud. It may be the Marines, in the Marines. I'm hearing the few, the proud, the Marines. But I feel like I'm with a proud gentleman. I feel like he worked hard, I want to say, and that he's well recognized for his work. And he's not always the easiest to get along with, I have to say, but this is the type of person, if you're on his good side, there's nothing he won't do for you. Like he's your protector for those that he loves and cares for. But I feel like he can get a little bit ornery and a little bit short tempered, I want to say. So, anybody get this person? Oh, very good. Very good. So that's just I'm just reading. So me, Lauren, do you get what I'm saying? Because he's definitely here. This is not a weak person, so I know that he's here. Husband built billboards and died of kidney cancer. His brother Brian also built billboards. This may be your husband's way of coming through, and maybe his brother's way of coming through. I get the person either a little bit older, I want to say, or he looked a little bit older. Again, there's that short hair. Um, some are teachers. Yeah, and you get the names and that kind of work, I want to say. So this it feels like I'm with Patsy. And again, if this is your husband, he definitely would be that type that I'm talking about. If not, I may be with somebody else. So let me see if I can get a little bit more. He wore his head shaved. That definitely is what I'm being shown. Again, not to take this wrong way, I feel like he's very nice and loving, but he's tough too, and but definitely a protector. Definitely you're around you, I want to say. So, but he's being very soft and gentle now, I want to say too. So let me see if I can get, and Dana, you listen also. Could you have the teachers, um, and um, so I don't know, Patsy, if your husband was at least in his 60s, if not 70s. Again, I could be confusing the age, but unless I have two people here at once, but I'm gonna really try to focus on your energy. So let me see. So I think there's a Rob, Bob, like a Robert name connected somehow, I want to say. Um, and I'm not sure why, but I get this image of tying something around my wrist. It may be not to lose my keys, I want to say, or something like that. I mean, that could be in the living. I feel like he leaves you a lot of coins. I feel like he's with people that would have gone to church, I want to say. And I think somebody either sang at a church choir or really like that, I want to say. And, I think this is who your husband's with, but it may be his energy also to say hi in the living. I feel like he took good care of you in life. I want to say as well. I don't know if he had like a pension or life insurance or whatever, but it feels like things would have been in order in that regard. If I'm mistaken, I apologize, but I think that would be the case. At least that would definitely be the intention. I feel like there would be some reference to Sunday school also, that maybe your children went or he went as a child. So there'd definitely be some religion in the family, as I'm getting that. Um, Good friend Robin, I can definitely take Robin for Rob or Bob. So yeah, that would be his way of saying hi or who he's with now. And you're a teacher, thank you. Yes. So I'm definitely with you. Now, trust your abilities because you're getting messages. Don't doubt yourself. I don't know if your hedges need trimming or if that was just done, but I'm getting this image of hedges trimming or needing trimming, I want to say. And I feel like he can be very funny. And I think he would drink at least from time to time, maybe when he was younger, though, because as I'm saying that, I feel like he's kind of saying no to that. So I think that would be more something that he either did just very, very occasionally or what else. And then I'm not sure what name, but he showed me very distinctly the letter C. I want to say, you just trimmed them. That was his way of just saying that he was with you. So beautiful. and cool, absolutely had both sides. Yep, that would be him. So he's definitely with you, and he's sending you a lot of love. And I don't know, I don't think immediately, but I don't know if your birthday. Actually, I don't know if there's a daughter figure. I want to maybe put this as an October birthday, maybe a little bit later in the autumn, but I feel like I'm supposed to acknowledge that. And I feel like I'm seeing somebody that has maybe kind of lightish brown, reddish hair that's a little bit younger. So that may be just somebody special that he's trying to say hi to or acknowledge. I want to say his name was Chris. So that's why he showed me the big C. And oh, your birthday was yesterday. Well, that's important also. So happy birthday to you. So you're her. I don't know if you're a little bit younger than him. If that's why I confused the reference a little bit. And if your hair is indeed kind of that lightish brown color, but I still feel, I feel like he's towing a little bit darker brown when I'm talking about your hair. But anyway, I could be mistaken. But in any regards, I feel like that's his way of saying hi and a lot of love. So you're saying yes. So I think that's for you. So in any event, I'm going to leave that with you with a lot of love. And I need to get going because I can feel the burn. So again, if you enjoy this work and you're not subscribed and you want to subscribe to this channel, definitely feel free. We have a lot of great videos. You're most welcome. Everybody that's on this, my email is above. And when this goes to video, I'll put it in the comments also. So the two winners, and if anybody would like to get a private reading, mention this event and we'll give you 10% off. And other than that, thank you so much. This Friday, I'm planning on doing a live event just on heart mind coherence and how by connecting the heart and the mind, you accentuate your energy to stay spiritually safe. It's Spiritual Safety and Psychic Self-Defense Month here on the channel. And I have a membership program. It's my family, the Spirit Mind family. So that's my inner core group. On Saturday, I'm going to share with you a day in my life and what I do to stay safe when there's a lot of people that I hate to say this, and it makes me sound a little bit paranoid, but there's definitely people out there that would love to see me fail, would love to see all this not work for one reason or another. And the bigger that I'll just say the bigger that I get. I mean, I'm a tiny YouTube channel. We have like 1,700 subscribers, but that's still a fair amount of energy. And people in the psychic community know me. I tend to be very honest, very straightforward, and I tend to really work on helping people to awaken and grow and to clear the programming. And that's where I tend to get a lot of negative energy. So I do this every day. It's not fear-based. It's just allowing my spirit to get stronger, and it's all spiritual growth. I'm going to share exactly what I do every day in case you want to learn some of these techniques so that you can, especially if you're an empath and you feel energy, the idea is you still want to be sensitive, but you don't want to be overwhelmed by energy, and you don't want to be harmed by other people's negative intention. You want to stay in your power. The first and foremost is align with who you are as spirit, as God. God is the ultimate power source in the universe. If you are aligned with that power source, there's nothing, no one that can really harm you. But it can still be uncomfortable. And if you don't have your energy strong and you're not connected, that then you're more vulnerable and to things like negative events or illness or not feeling well or whatever that it is. So in this time when there's a big change, there is a we'll say group of people, without using any names or titles, that has their fingers on the pulse of everything that goes on in the world, that controls the flow of money, controls the power, that does not want to see people awaken because they're going to lose that control. When we become empowered, we can start to heal ourselves from virtually any disease, not everything, but virtually, or gain significant improvement. We can attract money. We can attract independence. We can do all this stuff just by raising our frequency, just by connecting our heart and our mind and activating our centers that create our reality. It's the quantum field or spirit. So when we link with that energy, then we start to create from that field that created everything, and we start to become safe, no matter what other people, or no matter who wants to bring you down or wants to see your message not be spoken. So hopefully that makes sense. So anyways, and I'm doing a mediumship course. We're on week 2. I mean, if anybody wants to jump in, that's on my website. After tomorrow, I'm gonna close the admission to that. We do it on Zoom, so it's all recorded. So you can step in late. It's a small class. There's only 5 students. So if anybody wants to learn the complete art of mediumship, that's also on my website, atombetweentheworlds.com, and then you can /events. And you go right to the events page and scroll down. All right, I think we are good. And thank you for joining us. And let's be community. Definitely reach out. If you watch my videos, please comment and share. And that's how we foster community. The idea is to awaken. The medium channel brings you the spirituality behind the message to help you awaken. And when we are awakened and we're aligned to spirit, we're aligned to our own power, that's when you start to understand what your life purpose is, because we are spirits having human experience. We are here to master the human experience. That is our jobs as spirits having human experiences. So as we awaken, we start to own that. We start to understand what we're meant to do in order to facilitate that and to help other people grow also. So that's what this is all about. This is a community of love, and I thank you all for being part of it. And good night, everybody, and may peace be with you.